Good evening, lovely people. So it's Sue's Crystal Wolf from Crowfire Talk. So I said I'd come on this evening and do a little new moon sort of spread. So we're going to use the Elemental North Tarot. These are fairly new to me, so I might have to read a little bit from the guidebook. I'm not sure. We're going to use the Crystal Alley cards, give us a bit of a crystal direction, and we're going to use my most favourite rune cards from Spirit Carrier. We're using as I call the light ones, so I've got both sets. Some are completely black and white, and this set has the red on, and the spare cards are, well, both sets are very different to look at, but I'm gonna use this set. I used the other set for the shadow of the rune. So let's do some preparing. So we're gonna light our candle here. Let's get the candle going. That'd be lovely. Oh no, it wouldn't. Doesn't want to light. There we go. It's connecting with the new moon and the energies. We're a new moon in Teiwaz. We're also Suna's chariot is in Teiwaz. We've got lots of Teiwaz energy. If you want to know a bit more about the energies of the month, you can watch Maggie's new video on Maggin Rose. It's a fabulous video. She goes through the month and where all the planets are with what rune. It's absolutely brilliant video, so I recommend that. Let's light our incense here, some Nag Champa. So I did a video today that I put up earlier about consumerism, and I noticed on my YouTube came up a video by the Norse witch, and she was talking about the same thing, but hers was more in depth in certain ways, and she was talking about making your own incense and things like that. You know, why are witches buying incense off of other witches when it's very easy to make? And I totally agree with her. The only incense I buy is Nag Champa, and the only reason I buy it is because when I did all my Reiki training and everything, Nag Champa was used, and it takes me into a lovely state of connecting in with those energies. But any other incense I do make myself. So yeah, it was a fascinating video. I'd say much better than mine. Mine was a very long waffle. Hers wasn't as long, and she's much more eloquent than me. But we did talk about slightly different things as well. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to use the tarot as our main card to start with. So what we're doing, we're thinking of this month's new moon energies, how the month is going to be, and I've come up with 3 questions to ask the cards. Very simple, just 3. Oh, I can't shuffle. My hands are feeling weird, actually. I do struggle shuffling and things like that. My hands lock and stuff. My hands lock and that when I'm crafting and stuff. It is a bit of a nightmare. Sometimes they lock completely, and I have to get hubby to try and prise them open. If it wasn't so painful, it'd be quite hilarious, but it is quite painful. But, you know, it is what it is, as they say. Oh, that saying really annoys my brother. He hates it. He says, why are people saying it is what it is? Oh, he does his head in. Right. I feel that is quite enough of shuffling. So what we're looking at with our, we're looking at what should we focus on for this new lunar cycle? What should we let go of? And what next steps should we consider? Can we consider? That's the sort of vein of that. So that's, I feel that is the deck I want to read from. Let's do the runes. It's so funny with rune cards because they're so awkward to shuffle because there's only, I think I think I've killed myself with the incense. Let's move it away a bit more, so otherwise I'm going to be choking all the way. I have got a nice cup of tea, so don't make a video and put your incense on, because, oh, there we go, I've got my incense back up. That nearly fell over. Burn the desk, that's not good. Yeah, rune cards, so funny because you've only got 24. Hang on. I think I took in a big gulp. Yeah, where was I? 24 cards. Hard to shuffle in a way because there's not many, and these cards are quite small, which I love anyway. But oh, we're going to read from there, and I'm going to put them on there. There we go. And then last but not least, oh, that's why I was struggling to shuffle, because I normally do it quite close to my body. That's why I was trying to do it in the camera. Do it off camera, it doesn't matter. You can watch the candle. Not that it's doing anything, but yeah. Oh, dropped a card. Drop one. So I'm going to keep that out. Oh, we got healing. So I think we're going to definitely keep that out. So Seraphonite and healing. So we've already got that sort of energy of that going through this lunar cycle. I totally agree with that because there's a lot going on. I just want to read from that one anyway, so let's just put that together. Okie dokie. We haven't got many cards to do anyway, but that's going to be like, we're going to have that now as our in between one. So let's do the first one. So what should we focus on this new lunar cycle? And we've got the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands, well, for me, we've got some like nurturing energy in there with the six, and we're looking at wands as obviously the fire element, and how we use that creatively. And I'm already getting to like nurture and look after ourselves in a maybe a more creative way. We've got Urus in there, which is the strength rune. I mean, there's quite a few runes in there, but the rune that they talk about in the book is more Urus. And for me, that it is a healing rune anyway. And it is about that element of connecting in with a primal strength and a prime. So for me, if I looked at it on that sort of healing level, I would want to be going deep into maybe some old stuff that we want to bring out and that we want to look through and we want to change, and yeah, so we can move forward with more strength, that we're leaving stuff behind, we're shedding some stuff. In the book it says the Six of Wands is a celebration card. It brings the image of victory over the struggles of the Five of Wands. A midsummer celebration is portrayed on this card. So maybe it's like, you know, the spring energy of preparing ourselves, you know, releasing old stuff. Maybe it's things like, you know, changing your diet, getting on a bit of an exercise thing before the summer gets here. Most people like to, you know, before they go on holiday, they want to lose a few pounds, you know, to look good in their bikini, that type of thing. It's like going right back to the fundamentals of our body, the bones, the structure, that sort of thing. And you know, look at our diets in depth. Oh dear, am I really eating the wrong things? What should I be looking at? What should I be doing? Now I'm going to pick another crystal card because that one just fell out, so we're using that one. Oh, and to go with that, we've got the Inner Child card, Rhodochrosite, and it is a deep heart healing crystal. It is great for grief, for trauma. That's why it's paired as for Inner Child energies. So when we said that it was primordial, that we want to get in there, it seems that it's saying let's really get into maybe some shadowy stuff. We've got Teiwaz, and if we think of Teiwaz, you know, he's that god that, you know, he lost his arm to Fenris for all of humanity and the gods, and for saving everyone from this ravenous wolf. And you know, he let that go. You know, I've lost my arm. He could have spent the rest of his time just woe is me and feeling sorry for himself, but he just reinvented himself. And it's almost like, you know, maybe it's a time now in that spring energy to look at yourself, to see if there's stuff in there that you want to change and grow from. And it could be mind, body, spirit. And let's pick a rune to give us some more. Oh, that's no good. It's I've got the thing from the, yeah, we won't go with that one then. Let's go with the next one. Oh, you can't make this stuff up, can you? You can't make this stuff up. Right, Urus. So I'm really feeling this. This is really get down. So what we should be focusing on this lunar cycle is our health on every level, mind, body and spirit. Maybe getting in there, maybe doing some shadow work. You know, why am I not exercising? Why do I keep going for the bars of chocolate? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Why is my mind going why? So we want to look at all of those and see what we can do to clear and work on that. So that's that one. What we should let go of, keep that again in the middle or next to it. What we should let go of. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. What a strange card. What we should let go of. I think maybe that is looking at that's a bit funny for me, because that connects me with that video that I did earlier about, you know, consumerism type of, I know it doesn't mean that, but it's just, so, you know, obviously the rune here is Feu, we've got Urus and we've got Lagus. So we've got Feu represents material wealth. Feu for me represents wealth on every single level. So wealth of your spiritual being, wealth of your body, wealth of your, you know, self-esteem, worth. And then it's got Urus again, signifies a wild force. It is mirrored on the card to show that wealth would be obtained through work or passive income. So the Ace of Pentacles brings the promise of new fortunes. It signifies new growth, structure and opportunities. It's about beginnings and planting seeds for future prosperity. The deer carrying a large pentacle on its antlers is a guide to promised good fortune. This image was inspired by folklore stories in which deer carries the sun or a golden disc, leading a group of people to the promised land. Ensures health and prosperity. So what we should let go of, well, we don't want to let go of our wealth, do we? So we need to look at that on another level. So I think it's, don't get hung up on certain things. Like, you know, you've got to let things grow and come to fruition. So it's don't get your mind stuck on one thing. Don't get your mind stuck on, you know, doing something for a lot of gain. You want to be doing stuff for your well-being on a higher level, not monetary. So we all need to live, we all need money, but I think it's trying to say to not focus on maybe our living part, where we work and work and work for the money and we're not looking after our health. So it's take your focus off that. If you're overworking yourself, if you're pushing yourself into things that because it's for money, oh, because I need to do that because I'll get more money, I need, you know, try and look at, can I get by without that extra money, because actually that's better for my health, that's better for my well-being at the moment. So I think it just means let go of things that seem more important in the world that we live in, like, you know, money and all of that, and it is so at the top of everyone's list, and that they just never think about how working themselves to death is really not the best way about things. Let's do a crystal card next, see if we get any more. Oh, we got fulgurite, so prayer. So yeah, so maybe it's more like doing that sort of thing of letting the universe bring to you. So you know, do vision boards for the spring, or seed jars. Seed jars are great. So you get a jar, you can fancy it all up, paint it, do all sorts of things to it, and then you just get like little bits of paper, and you can get string if you want to wrap them up. You can make them little scrolls, and you just put seed things. So I want to be more healthy, I want to earn more money, but quite generic. You don't have to go into so much detail with these. And then you throw them all into your seed jar, put Bacano on them, you could put Ingus on them. I was probably going to do a YouTube video on my other channel, my newer channel, Art Witchery, about doing a seed jar for spring, so maybe I should. But it's like giving out to the universe. Stop stressing about where the money's coming from. Stop stressing about money and wealth and having stuff, and oh, I need to buy this, I need to do this. It's like, let it go, yeah, see, it was let it go. What should we let go of? So it's not let go of money, but let go of like really, really focusing on it, and to the detriment of your health. So give it to the universe, give it up to the universe, say to the universe, I need this, and you know, I need to pay my bills. And we've got Rado. So I think it's taking a new journey, taking you know, letting go of your old way of being with worrying about money or thinking about money, or change the way you think about money. And you can do that working with Feiyu. Feiyu's obviously the rune to do that, and you can, you know, do all sorts of things with Feiyu to help change the way we view money. A lot of us are brought up to worry about money, to think about money. Money's the most important thing. Your job's the most important thing. Also lack of money. And most of us are brought up with this feeling of lack, and that just carries on. So I think this is about really changing your mindset and just letting go of old thoughts about money and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. That's where I'm going. Just a sip of my tea. So our next cards are, what next steps should we consider? So we're already realizing that this is quite a healing journey going on. And the card we've got for that is the Sun. Oh my goodness, how amazing. So at the moment, soon as star wheel, the Sun is in Teiwaz, as is the Moon. So we've got a warrior spirit there, and the Sun is very much seen in the tarot as celebration and summer and all of that. So I feel this journey of healing through the springtime is to build up to that summer energy and that summertime. So I think it in very small ways, let's be grateful of what we've got. Let's put out little celebrations. Let's celebrate our little things. You know, do you know what? I managed to get up today. I managed to get up. I managed to, you know, make my breakfast. I managed to not spill it down my shirt. It's not about big things. You know, look at the little things. Take millions of little celebrations throughout the day of all the things that you've achieved, all the things you've done, and also about the gratitude, you know, of everything, about being grateful for your fur babies, the trees starting to bud. You know, we had sun in the UK today. We had the sun, and I did thank her. I thanked her very much for being out and you know, warming the cockles. And yeah, it's just so the rune for the Sun obviously is Sawillo, and Sawillo for me is that rune that helps you navigate, helps you go on the journeys, uncharted territories. Sawillo for me gives you the compass, the map. You might even have a guide with you, although Sawillo for me is the guide. And you know, I say she, I think mainly because Suna is she, but she just is such an amazing guide. She just helps you move forward. And so the next step we should take is to be grateful, to, you know, really pat ourselves on the back of the things that we're doing, the way we're managing. And if we're doing a lot of this healing, then we need to be saying, well done, oh my God, you know, I've cleared that, that trigger has stopped, you know, so we need to be doing that. And we've got apophyllite. Wisdom. See, this is it. When we start to do this, our knowledge starts to turn into wisdom. I mean, knowledge is outside of us. We bring it in. And when we bring it in, it turns into wisdom. We turn it into wisdom. We are the keepers of wisdom. But we have to bring that knowledge in. We have to go through things to gain that knowledge. Knowledge is always within. Knowledge is always without, and wisdom is always within. So, you know, that's how it works. And the wisdom will be coming from taking a journey, going into the little dark corners, working with our inner child, changing our thoughts and values and on things, you know, like just looking differently at the world. And I often see Sawillo as also, I don't know why I see this, and I don't know if anyone else does, but I see Sawillo as a magnifying glass. It's quite bizarre. I've no idea why, and I've no idea where it came from. I don't know whether I read it somewhere. I really don't know. But I often see it as a, you know, a magnifying glass looking, and that's what we need to do to gain more wisdom from our circumstances and stuff, because when we go through a bad time, it just seems negative and awful, and actually we gain wisdom from all the work that we do around that. And we've got Yera, so the rune of the year, and you know, at the minute we're just about starting to move into spring, so we've still got winter energy there, but we've also got we've got late winter, early spring energies coming in. So that's what we're moving towards, and they're the next steps we can take, are, you know, turning all the negative stuff and all, not even just negative, just the way we're looking at changing and growing. It's that spring cleaning of ourselves, and moving forward with that. And yeah, so they're the energies that I've picked up on. Quite precise, I suppose. If we take it overall, this is about healing. This is a new moon phase of deep healing. If you wish to take up the sword, you know, take up Tia's sword and go, yep, I'm up for this. Once we move out of Teiwaz, we go into Bacano, and Bacano is the spring equinox rune. So it'd be powerful in there. And that the video that I said about watching on Maggin Rose YouTube channel, it goes into this, and we have got so much Bacano energy coming up towards the end of this month. So I think if you want to take up the challenge, if you want to take up Tia's sword, you want to be the spiritual warrior, it's time to have a bit of a delve in the dark corners, spring clean those dark corners, and move forward into the sunlight is what I'm getting. So yeah, so quick little moon reading. I don't know how quick I've been, because I say quick and it's like, you know, 30 minutes later, but quick for me. Yeah, love and blessings to you all. Hope you have a lovely lunar month. I'll be back on with another video soon, and yeah, catch you in another one. Bye.